Hello again, guys. So today we're gonna be checking out Bitcoin on the charts to see what it's up to here this Friday morning. Now, there's a great number of people that are calling for this latest move for Bitcoin, this recent minor pump, a dead cat bounce, and I personally believe that they may be onto something. And by the way, a dead cat bounce is when the price have crashed and then it proceeds to rally, but there's not enough momentum. You see, it's a fake out basically. In that sense, it's kind of like a bull trap in this sense. You see, when it attempts, or it appears if it's getting ready to rally to hit new highs, but actually it's a fake out, which is getting ready to turn over and crash further. So that's what a lot of people out there are saying, that it's a dead cat bounce, this rally that we're currently seeing. They may be onto something. Okay, so we see that it's attempting to rally. And where is it heading? If you look on the charts, it's pretty obvious where Bitcoin is attempting to head. It's going for this purple line, even as we've seen it done up here. At the top here, it went above it. Right here, it used it as resistance perfectly. Look at that, guys. It used it as resistance. I mean, the wicks went ahead and pierced it, but right here, it used it as resistance. Right here as well, it used this purple line here as resistance. And where do you think it's heading? It's heading again right up at this purple line, which is around 98K, around $98,000 is where this purple line is, thereabouts. And that's where Bitcoin is attempting to head. So will it get up there? It may go up there, yes. But I'm observing that while this pump, guys, is very weak, is what I'm observing. Yeah, I'm feeling that this pump is no different than these minor rallies. And very soon, at some point, whether it comes up here, all the way up here at the 98, right at this purple line, and then turn over, or turn over sooner, it doesn't matter. It will turn over eventually. Because while we're having this pump, the volume seems to be on a decline. It's decreasing, which is not a good sign. You see, look at the volume down here. The volume seems to be decreasing while we're having this pump. So there's not enough. All of this volume indicates to me that the big money, smart money, isn't buying. Majority of these candles, this rally is being driven by retail investors, you see. And I'm expecting the Bitcoin long traders, as soon as it gets anywhere near this purple line, they're going to start selling. The Bitcoin longs, the Bitcoin leverage traders, as soon as they get near to this purple line, if they're wise, that's what they would do. They would jump out of that trade, because I'm expecting a dump very soon, very near this purple line here. Whether it's right at the line or it pierces it a little bit as it did up here. That is what I'm expecting for Bitcoin. So let's pull it up here on the weekly. Okay, so we see that it's just ran into resistance, because Bitcoin's resistance level begins right around where it's at. If you guys can look over here and see it for yourself as well. Right around from 92 all the way up to 107. So it is being met currently with very, very powerful, very heavy resistance. Will it manage to break all of this resistance that is currently challenging? Perhaps not, is what I'm thinking. I mean, with Bitcoin, you can't rule out like market manipulation. You see, you can't do that at all. This is a very heavily manipulated asset. So we have to leave space for that very small possibility that they could manipulate the price even right through this resistance. A very small possibility. But I'm thinking more than likely, though, it will fail. You see, it will come up to the purple line, which is like, again, right around in here. It's already been started being met with resistance, but it may come up as high as around 98 to 100K before another sell-off begins. And then it tumbles lower to take out its all-time low right around 80 grand here. So it's on the weekly, and if you guys notice, it had printed 1, 2, 3, 4 weekly red candles. So it was only just a matter of time. The more of these red candles you have, is the more likely that a green candle will be created. So that's what we had right here. That's why we're currently having this green candle, because we had recently printed so many red candles on the week, guys. That was wild. That was a very big dumpage. So we're having a correction currently. Now, let's check it out here on the monthly for a second. Now we see that this monthly candle is being bought up some. And this monthly candle, I'm expecting it to be closing a Sunday evening. Yes, this monthly candle will be closing Sunday evening. Now, I must add that if it manages to close with this type of wick, or even a longer wick, that would be actually a good sign. You see, it wouldn't necessarily take us out of the woods as far as Bitcoin crashing lower. No, it would only be a good sign, because it would show that the buyers are taking control, or attempting to take control, if it were to print this monthly candle with a long wick. You see, with a prominent wick, as I've explained to you guys before, that what we want to see are wicks. You see these very long wicks, which indicates that the buyers are fighting back. You see, the bulls are fighting the bears. But regardless of that, usually when we have these red candles with Bitcoin's correction, we see at least 3 of these red candles on the monthly. Yes, we usually see at least 3 of them. So far, we've only seen 2. Come this Sunday, we've only printed 2 of them. So the third month is usually a red candle as well, regardless of the fact that historically, December is usually a very bullish month for Bitcoin, regardless of that fact. Like I said, I mentioned before, I've only seen Bitcoin crash only one December in memory. I remember it crashed and it went down to around 3 grand. It bottomed on December the 4th. So we've had that, but majority of the Decembers are usually a bullish month for Bitcoin and even crypto in general. But even regardless of all of that, I'm swinging more over to Bitcoin failing in its current rally and continue to capitulate down to those lower numbers that I've already highlighted to you guys, down to 74, 70, and eventually heading down to 49, 50 grand. That's what I'm thinking. This is not financial advice. This is just based off my personal opinion. You see, based off what I've been observing, what I'm seeing in the charts, and also prophecy as well. You see, so that is what I am seeing. That's what I'm expecting. If we jump over here to Shiba Inu real quick as well. We pull up SHIB here on the daily. What do we see as well? We also see that Shiba Inu is mimicking Bitcoin down to the T, guys. Man, this is just wild. Shiba Inu used this purple line as resistance as well, right there. It used it as resistance again, right here. And right here again, it is using it as resistance. Can you guys see it? It pumped all the way up to this purple line, and the very moment, the instant that it touched it, it started selling off. So what that means is whenever Bitcoin, or if ever Bitcoin is to turn over and start to tumble, Shiba Inu is just going to follow. It's just going to follow suit, turn over. It's going to take out its recent liquidation numbers down here at 5056. And it's going to head lower down to the prophetic numbers. So guys, that means that we have to carefully watch Bitcoin. You see, we have to be very vigilant. We have to pay attention to Bitcoin, because this is where I believe that it's heading, right up here around $97,000, $98,000. Even this whole range right here from 97 to 106, let's say 106 or 107, from 97 to 107, this is its level of resistance. And will it plow through there? Personally, I don't think so. I think it's going to fail, and it's going to turn over and head to lower lows. That's what I believe. And that's what I'm observing in the charts. So guys, for you guys who wanted an idea of, just where Bitcoin is headed next and its next moves, there you have it. It has a very strong level of resistance up at this level up here. And very, very soon, if it does not break through it, it is going to turn over and head down first to take out its all-time low at 80 grand and then continue to head further. So guys, that's what I wanted to share. I wanted to highlight what I'm observing in the charts. You guys do with the information what you will. That is all for this video. Please take care. Shalom. Peace. Until next time.